Find cheap ferret cages. Finding cheap ferret cages doesn't necessarily mean finding low-quality ferret cages. But remember never to let your desire for a bargain get in the way of finding a safe, steady home for your beloved pet. A good find for a cheap ferret cage includes a 2-level wire cage with a solid floor with bar spacing small enough to prevent escape, but wide enough to provide good ventilation. Never house a ferret in an aquarium. Factors to keep in mind: you need to ask yourself how many ferrets will stay in the age you want to shop for. It's no bargain finding a cheap ferret cage, only to discover that it's far too small for your pets. But, if that cage is portable enough, it could act as an emergency transport cage. And you could always donate it to charity or the local animal shelter if your ferret friends can't use it. On average, one ferret needs a cage 18 inches tall, 18 inches high and 30 inches wide. If you have more than one ferret, then you really need to try and find a cheap ferret cage that's about your height. And if the ferrets will have to spend most of the day and night in the cage, then you can skimp on size to save a few dollars. Garage sales. One place to find cheap ferret cages is garage sales or flea markets. You can find out where they are being held from classifieds in your local newspaper or by checking out an online classified website like Craigslist. Be sure to inspect the cage before laying any money down. Check for rust spots, jagged edges, and that the doors are large enough to place the ferret in and out without a tight squeeze on your arm. Pet supply stores. Sometimes pet supply stores have cheap but new ferret cages. This is usually because of a sale or because a certain ferret cage is no longer being made and they want to get rid of the old models to make way for the new ones. Just be sure it's really made for ferrets. Also, check it out just like you would in searching for a cheap ferret cage at a garage sale. Auction sites. You can try online auction sites like eBay to find cheap ferret cages, but be careful about shipping and for dishonest sellers. Any seller who wants you to wire the money is a scam artist. Look for sellers with good ratings and an understandable return policy.